Hi everyone, today I'd like to talk about the Moxie blender. This is actually a blender by New Wave. I was able to review this back in 2019 thanks to Try It sampling, so I did receive a complimentary sample. This was just an overview of the box. This blender includes a vacuum function, and it also has a plunger and a very large blender jar. That's plastic. And it includes two lids, a standard lid and the blender, the vacuum seal lid. So this was just, again, just kind of an overview of everything that comes in the box. And that's the plunger. And that is the vacuum seal lid. And it also includes like a little holder for the vacuum seal lid as well. So that's the instruction booklet. So basically, as you can see, this blender is very large compared to a standard one. And this, again, was just kind of an overview of the lids. And it does have a power button on the back. And it has a digital display. And it has 10 speeds and I think it's 5 to 7 additional settings. So this was just kind of to give you an overview of the blender itself, of the speed settings, because it is 10 settings, and it is fairly loud because it is a commercial blender. So it may be a little louder than what you're used to for a general blender, and it does have a very heavy bass because it is a commercial blender. So again, this was just kind of to show you what the speed functions look like. I put a little soap in the blender jar just to make sure that it was fully clean when it arrived. And this was just to show you again what the other functions are. And it comes with a clean button. It comes with a soup option. Sorry, I have to read it off the booklet. It's a clean button, a soup button, a nut button, a fresh, like for fresh vegetables and stuff, setting, a frozen setting, an ice setting, and also the vacuum only setting. So basically the speeds I found were about the same for the things like frozen. I guess you would use like for frozen fruit, and of course ice would be to crush ice. So the vacuum settings very interesting because you have to set the proper lid on, and you also have to attach it to the basically little arm that's with the blender. And it's quite different. So this was just to show you the pulse button because it does include a pulse. And this is the vacuum seal lid. And that's the little attachment. You kind of have to wiggle it into place and it attaches it to the base. And this is the vacuum function. It is fairly loud. I wasn't sure if you were actually supposed to have set a timer for it because the blender does have timer option. So I just kind of pressed the button and let it suck all the air out until it was completely done. As far as I understood, the vacuum option is basically to, I guess, kind of to help keep the nutrition and things in your smoothies or things of that nature. That's what I kind of understood from reading the instruction booklet. And this was to show you how to kind of remove the lid. It was a little tricky since I was doing it one-handed, but it does have kind of like a little pressure valve that you have to release to remove the lid. And then you would just go ahead and enjoy your smoothie or whatever it was that you were making, like you would anything else. So stay tuned. I have more I'd like to share with you guys. So hi everybody, as I mentioned today, I'm talking about the Moxie blender from New Wave. So this was the instruction booklet. It is a fairly hefty instruction booklet because it does have like recipes and stuff that you can use in the back. So they have a lot of different things. You can make like a beet soup, tomato bisque. They have other things like trying to make dressings and stuff. So it was pretty handy. All in all, I like the blender. As you did see, it is fairly large, so you will have to either find storage for it, or if you have cabinets that are high enough, maybe leave it on your counter. As you saw in the picture that I shared, it is at least much taller than a standard little blender, and it is a commercial grade blender, so it is louder. It is quite heavy, however, in terms of its base. So it doesn't really wiggle when you put stuff in there, which is good, but it is kind of hefty to kind of be moving it around a lot. But overall, I was very happy with it. I really haven't used it much because since it is so large, we really haven't had anything that we really needed to blend to a super smooth consistency. So we'll probably will get to trying or using it a bit more, hopefully this summer. But I mean, for someone that really does do smoothies or somebody that really is into a lot of like health and fitness stuff, this would probably really be worth your money. According to my search right now prior to filming, the blender itself from New Wave is around $259, $260 US. If you find it through Amazon, I found it roughly for about $180 US again. So it may vary by retailer. You may also find it at another big box store. I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked when I'm out. But all in all, this is quite a very nice blender. As I said, it has 10 speeds. It has additional speeds like a clean function. It has, especially I thought that nut setting was pretty good for people if you make your own peanut butter or if you make nut butter, stuff like that, that this may be worth your while. And it may be within your budget. So I thought that was pretty cool. You can also use it for soups, and sorry about that. I have to read the settings again because they're interesting. So it comes with the clean setting, a soup setting, one for nuts, one for fresh, which would probably be like for fresh vegetables and herbs and stuff like that. Like if you're going to make a pesto or something. One for frozen, which again would be like frozen fruits, things like that. And then the ice setting. I needed to try it for ice just to see if I could make like a homemade snow cone to see how well it would completely crush the ice. So that's kind of interesting. And then again, the vacuum function, and it does have speeds 1 through 10. So as you saw, it goes pretty fast. So if this is something for you, again, it's the Moxie blender by New Wave. So have a good day, everybody. Bye.